Right now, bro, having no charisma is ruining your life. And if it hasn't already, it's going to in the next 2 to 3 years. And your charisma is trash, to be honest, bro. And if you don't think I'm talking about you, I'm especially talking about you. And the reason is trash is simply because you don't recognize that you have this ego about it. Most young guys think, I talk to people. I've had friends, right? I had friends in school. I just wasn't born an extrovert. I was born introverted. But you don't realize how deep this goes, brother. And forgive me for not packaging this like the top 10 tips, because so I can increase my viewer retention. But I'm just assuming that I could talk to you like to human beings, right? But I studied communication for years now, bro. And it was basically my degree in college. And out of, let's say there's a leveling system of 50, right? It goes all the way up to 50. I'm probably level 8. And it's a lot better than most, right? Most guys are still stuck at level 3. But what you don't see yet is how absolutely life-changing it is to go from a level 2 or 3 just to level 5. The reason I know this, bro, is because I was that guy. I was the guy who'd been told all the standard advice, and I ate it up, bro. I swallowed that pill whole. All of the, just be yourself, king. Just be interested in them, and they'll be interested in you. They'll like you. I ate that shit up, bro. I bought that lie. And what a great lie it was. Because it gets you by. And I got by in high school, right? I had friends, honestly, in high school. I had pretty great friends. I had a girlfriend, even. But in life, I was settling. I joked around with my friends, and that was great. I got titty pics on occasion, bro. It was great. I thought I was peak charm because I never had either of those things in middle school, right? I thought I figured it out. This was the key. This is the code. I'd done it. But I faced the fact that I was bitch made when I was 16 years old, and I'm sitting on a park bench, right, next to my girlfriend, and she's showing me all the texts that were sent back and forth between the guy that she just made out with on her couch. All the texts about how big his mouth was, how nice her titties felt in his hands. And I do what any man with no charisma would do in this situation. Despite this knife that was turning in my stomach, right? It's okay, baby. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh my God. And my friends already didn't like her for good reason, right? She wasn't always the best person. But when they found out that I got back with her after that, now they especially didn't like her, but bigger than that, they lost respect for me, right? So I started losing my friends too, and I started settling for this really shit relationship. And so now I'm losing my friends. I don't know how to express my needs or set boundaries, right? So I'm settling for a shit girlfriend, and I don't believe that anyone else would love me because I don't know how to be likable, right? I thought I had mastered charisma. I thought I was good enough, and I got this group of friends who liked me, and I just thought they were my people. No one else was my people. I'd love to tell you it ended there, bro, but believe it or not, crazy thought, she cheated on me again. With the same guy. Same knife in my stomach. And again, bro. Of course, baby. It's just a mistake. I know you didn't mean it. And the last time, bro, the third time, was just embarrassing. Embarrassing because it wasn't even in person. She texted me. Same guy. Same knife in my stomach. And you can just imagine how I felt. You can imagine what was going through my mind when I sent her the text of asking her not to do it again. And she just sent a text back saying, no, ... I think I'm going to keep talking to him. And I'm not telling you this as a sob story for Luke. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm telling you this because when you live with trash charisma, when you accept it, you live life out of scarcity. And when you do this, you not only give yourself a worse life, right? But you hurt other people in the process. Because nice guys are the biggest fucking lie there is. Rather than knowing how to properly ask for what you want out of life, knowing how to set boundaries You try and play games instead. You try and get things in covert ways. And this is why nice guys are actually some of the fucking worst human beings, is because rather than just being honest, they manipulate. And your life might not be as bad as the example that I gave, but tell me if this sounds familiar, bro. Tell me if every time that you have this feeling you want to have this exciting friend group that you see in movies and you get passionate about it, right? You want to change your social life. But every time it comes to going out, you'd rather play video games. It seems like a chore. You'd rather stay inside. Or you get lonely from time to time, right? But you don't tell anyone about it. You just kind of distract yourself and wait for the feeling to go away. Maybe you see a new guy that you want to be friends with. But better yet, bro, you see a girl that you want to talk to, and the first thought that you get in your mind is, she's out of my league. She's out of my league, bro. I'm telling you, dog, as soon as if you've ever used the excuse of she's out of my league, you don't have charisma. You simply don't. Because once you do, charisma makes the concept of leagues irrelevant, right? It simply doesn't apply to the charismatic. Because charisma isn't just how to talk good, bro. It's not even a skill. I used the example of a skill before, right? Out of a level tree of 50, I'm 8. Because I know that would make sense in your gamer brain, but it's not really a skill. It's a way of living, a mode of being. Because you've probably experienced this from time to time, right? You've probably had the experience of being in a conversation with someone, and it's like things are just flowing effortlessly, right, between you two. You're making them laugh, you're telling great jokes, and you're just connecting on a level that you don't normally do with a person. It feels like you're just in this flow state. What if I told you that you could live like that most of the time? And I'm not going to lie to you, like most people in the space, right? And say that you can live like this 100% of the time if you just buy my course. Because you don't, right? Even the most charismatic people in your life, imagine the most charismatic person, even he or she fucks up from time to time. Even they aren't charismatic from time to time. But the thing is, bro, you can live this way. You can be in that state of social flow. Maybe putting in just a little bit of base effort. 80% of the time. Well, what would it look like if you were to live in that state 80% of the time? But Luke, it could never be me. I could never be social like you. I'm just different from other people. I was born this way. I tried talking to strangers 2 times. It didn't work out for me. Bro, if I could go back to younger Luke, if I could just see him right now, I put 1 hand on his shoulder. No, I put 2 hands on his shoulder. And shake the shit out of him. And I'd say, bro, of course you don't believe that you can do it right now. Of course you don't. Of course you think the way that you do because you're not good at it yet. You haven't built the foundation. Playing guitar kind of sucks when you first start out, right? Your fingers hurt. It hurts to try and form your hands into the way. It feels like a grind. You're bad at it. It's embarrassing. But if you stick with it, once you get a few songs down, you start to sound kind of good. It gets fun to practice. It gets kind of easy because now you're learning more stuff and it's enjoyable. You have a skill at this point. Why do you think charisma is any different? Of course, you don't like going out right now, bro. You're no good at it. Meeting new friends, talking to girls, going out, it all becomes fucking addicting, bro, once you get the basics. I'm out of coffee, dog. You think you're an introvert right now. No, you're not. You just haven't built the foundation of the skill yet. You haven't adopted the lifestyle and mentality of the highly charismatic, of the social celebrities of the world. The good news is that you can change that because there are principles in life that are as real and invisible as gravity, right? I'll give an example, like the law of cause and effect, right? There's no such thing as luck. Not really. Because it's not unlucky that it's raining outside. It's weather patterns. It's climate. It's the water cycle. Everything in life has a law Everything in life has a cause and an effect. And there are laws like this. There are principles of life that once you adopt them, your social world just opens up, bro. All of life opens up, to be honest. But let's stick with the idea of just becoming a fucking charismatic as fuck legend, right? Your social life starts to open up just because you start to understand the reality of the world. You no longer have this warped view of shit. And you know what the benefits of being highly charismatic are? You make more money, for one. Choice. Love that. More importantly, you're not an overthinker anymore. You kill that part of yourself. You kill that part of your brain. Think of how much time, stress you save. Most importantly, bro, I think this is the most important thing out of all of life, is you actually get to choose your romantic partner, right? The person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And this is just my opinion, but this is the most important part of your life. Because the girl that you lay your head next to every single night is going to have the most influence over you in your life, right? It's going to be the person you spend the most time with. Of course you want to make the right choice. So you can either make a very poor choice, or you can live every day without a single regret. And it's up to you if you just develop this skill, if you just start to live this lifestyle. You don't have to let a lack of charisma continue to ruin your life. But to start living this lifestyle, you have to completely destroy your ego, that part in the back of your mind that says, I already know this shit. Of course I know social skills. I'll tell you a quick story. I'm 21 years old and I'm sitting in a dingy ass classroom right in my college. And I'm in my interpersonals class, interpersonal communication. And there's about 20 other students in here. There's a professor and she's teaching the class and it's going fucking great, bro. I'm having this realization that holy shit. Holy fuck. This is actually the kind of shit that saves your fucking life. This is the kind of shit that changes the course of everything for you. Because right now she's making a presentation on how to build culture in your friendships, which is basically like how to create deep friendships. I can do kind of a lesson on culture of friendships later if you want me to. But she's teaching this lesson and I'm like, holy shit, this is actually the kind of shit that changes your life. And I look around in my class and everyone's eyes are glazed over. I'm the only one taking notes, and it makes sense why the professor is only professing at me. Why she has been doing that for the past 20 minutes. It's because no one else is paying attention. No one else is taking it seriously. No one else has had this realization. And I actually went on a date with a girl from that class a day or two later, right? I took her out to coffee and she's cute. This girl's cute, but she's nervous to the point of it being a bit uncomfortable. It's almost like I kind of see in her that she doesn't believe that she should be on this date with me right now. Like she thinks that I'm out of her league or something like that, which I wasn't, bro. She was cute. And it's a bit off-putting, right? She wasn't present in the conversation. She wasn't charismatic at all. And not to hate or call her out or throw shade or anything, Heather, if you're seeing this, thank you for letting me take you out. It was genuinely a fun time. But I specifically remember us talking about this class, and I remember her saying something along the lines of, yeah, it's easy as hell because you just already know this stuff. It's common sense, right? You just guess the answers on the tests and you get it, most of them right. Do you see the irony, bro? People like you and I are in a secret club. We're in the club of people who are actually going to influence the world and get what we want out of life. And both of these are good things, right? Because we can't get value in our life without giving value to other people. So don't take this idea of influencing the world to be a bad thing, because it's not, right? We're going to change the world for the better. And it's simply because we understand and recognize the power of charisma. The power. It is the tool to doing so, to creating the change that we want in our own lives and in the world. But you can't just guess the test answers, bro. If you want different than average results, you have to have different than average thinking. You must genuinely think, I have so far to go. There's level 50 out there, and I'm only level 8. I have to get there. Because when you do this, even when you're objectively good at something, right? The top 0.001% of people in the world at any endeavor, they all have this mentality. They all keep this underdog mentality because it keeps them open to learning the lesson. If you believe that there's more things for you to learn out there, there will be. If you think, oh, I've got it, everyone knows this stuff, you are putting a sheet over your eyes, bro. Your ego is blinding you. You have to drop it. Because there are 2 types of people in this world that you must learn from, right? The first type, super, super helpful. They aren't masters, but they're obsessed. This is me, right? I'm not a fucking master at social skills yet. I'm on my way. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? No, not even hopefully, honestly. I'll get there. I know that I will because I have dedication. And I'm so fucking interested in this. But it's fantastic to watch my videos. It's fantastic to get insider tips and tricks and motivation from people who are like you, right? If you're still around right now, dude, you have a lot more in common with younger Luke than you think. And it's fantastic to be inspired by people like me, right? By the good creators out there. There's not very many of them. But that can't be all that you do, bro. You must also learn from the masters. The people who the things that they teach might not seem like they relate to you as much, but they do. They absolutely apply to your life, bro, because these are the invisible principles that once you understand the big picture, kind of click for you. You just have to find the work. You just have to do the work of finding out how it makes sense in your life. And these aren't the internet gurus, right? These aren't the people who are trying to sell you their next course. They're not the people trying to get you to join their paid community. These are the people who are on level 50 of life. These are the people who aren't concerned with money anymore. It's not an issue. Their concern is spiritual fulfillment, right? They're writing this book. They are putting this charisma knowledge out there, not to make the money from it, but because they want to create something that outlasts them. Because it makes them feel good to give to the world in this way. These are the people that you want to learn from. And the practical step to improving your charisma here, so it's not trash anymore, is buying their books, right? These are, I'll give you 3. So How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. There's Captivate by Vanessa Van Edwards. And there is The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox-Cabane. Just pick one, bro. It doesn't matter which one of those 3 books. Pick the one that sounds sexiest. Go on Amazon, type it in, order it. There's no affiliate link. Just go fucking do it. Once you do, and this is the important part, right? Once you get the book, commit to reading 5 pages every day until you finish it. That's step 1. Step 1 is read 5 pages every day. If you don't have time for 5 pages, bro, you're being a bitch. Yes, you do. Everyone does. It's not even going to take 10 minutes. Step 1.5, not even step 2, bro, is put into practice one thing right then. One thing from those past 5 pages. Just go out and use it. Go talk to your mom, right? Go outside and talk to a neighbor. Go to a park and use it. Because you don't learn from books, right? You don't learn from YouTube videos, not really. You learn from experience. You make the time investment with just one book, bro, honestly. Not even going to take you a month to read 5 pages every day. Let me do that math really quick to make sure. Yeah, bro, it's not even really going to take you a month. You invest 10 minutes every day for a month into this, and your charisma is going to be better than 80% of the population. 80%, bro. You read all 3 books, and you're going to be in the top 1% of social skills. What does top 1% charisma mean for your life? If you want to be part of a secret email that I have, that I don't advertise anywhere else, bro, I'll give you some of the underground resources that help me to develop my charisma on my journey, the stuff that I can't necessarily talk about on YouTube. But if you're interested in that, click the link in the description. And yeah, that's it, bro. Goodbye.